What's poppin', guys? This is Joshua from Hydra Mobile Detailing, and today I'm going to show you how to properly wash your engine bay. Now, there's a few things that you need to know before detailing an engine is to know where the alternator is, so you definitely don't want to get that wet. You want to cover it up with a bag or a plastic bag or something of that sort so that it doesn't get wet. And any exhaust or filters that you can be able to see, but on this one particularly, there was none of those, so everything was sealed up nice and tight, so I was able to do everything I wanted to it. And I did this off camera where I applied iron remover first. I applied it on dry, and you can use any sort of iron remover. So what it's going to do is that it's going to give it extra level of cleaning capability, but it's also going to remove any of the stains or burns that are left on the metals and such. So here we have a high alkaline soap that I use to foam on to the engine, and I'm going to be using a couple of tools. I have a wheel woolly brush, and I have a couple of small little brushes to agitate the surface. So as the alkaline soap is dwelling on to the surface, I'm also going to agitate it with these brushes. So I always start from like the top of the areas and then work my way around to the lower levels to as far as I can be able to reach and squeeze my tools in. Pause. You can just use any sort of brush. It doesn't have to be these ones specifically. So as long as you're agitating the surface, it breaks down any dirt and grime that's on the surfaces. Now at this point, I'm using my Speedmaster brush to try and get inside the crevices that I'm not able to reach with the other tools, and this makes it very easy to agitate the sides that I'm not able to. So now what you want to do is you're going to start rinsing off everything. You scrubbed everything down, everything has been agitated, and now you want to wash it with water. I have my pressure washer with me. If you don't have a pressure washer, you can use any sort of garden hose. That's actually better and safer. But for those that do have a pressure washer, here's a quick tip. Try not to be so all up in there. Don't be so close. Make sure that you're using a wide fan tip. Don't use like a 0 degree, 5 degree, 10 degrees, even 15. You know, you don't want to be so dang close to it. So you want to use not a lot of pressure so you can be able to rinse off everything, because that's all you're doing. And as you saw right here, I leaned into turning off the pressure washer, and I'm just letting the water flow right through to give it a little more comfortable rinsing. So the pressure washer isn't on. All I'm just using is the pressure from the garden hose that I'm using. So after we're done rinsing everything, we get a look over everything to see if there's anything that we missed. And if everything is all well and good, we start to apply the dressing. And the dressing that I'm going to be using is Kokemi Motoplast. And this is a water-based dressing that actually needs to be applied on a wet surface. So we're going to be leaving the engine wet, and then we're going to apply this dressing on very generously all over the engine bay, all over the plastics, the tubes, the metals, everything that we've rinsed and washed and scrubbed, we're going to be applying the dressing on as well. So the best thing about this is that there's nothing else that you need to do except just spray on and then close the hood and then let it sit and let it level out itself. This is a self-leveling dressing. There's nothing you need to do. As I said, just close the hood and then continue on with whatever else you have to do with the vehicle, whether it's interior cleaning or exterior. In this case, for this vehicle, I was doing both inside and outside, so I did the hood first so I could just let it self-level for about an hour, and then once I'm done with the whole vehicle, I come back to it, and boom, look at that. How awesome is that, guys? So we restored it to this better than new appearance, so everything is much more accessible. You're not going to get all dirty trying to get through your engine, whatever it is that you need to do to it. You're Car mechanic will also thank you, because car mechanics always have to come home all smelly and dirty and all that stuff, but who doesn't, honestly, when working on cars. But this makes it more bearable for mechanics when changing the oil or anything they have to do to it. Everything is nice and clean. We scrubbed everything. We did iron decontamination. We scrubbed everything down. We rinsed everything off. Yeah, what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.